basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, LaMelo Ball saw this coming. He said, quote, "My whole life I always knew I was going to the NBA. I had my life planned out. I knew I'd have stardom. My whole life I thought I was the star. I can't even say I'm a rock star. It's something other than that. I'm something rare." Guys?
No shortage of confidence, Allie. Thanks for that. Boy, it's been a tough stretch for both of these teams lately, Grant. Each side could really use this win to turn things around.
Right now, it's all about desperation for these teams, B.A. It's easy to get down on yourself and your team when you've been struggling like these two clubs have. But sometimes all it takes is one good game to rejuvenate a team.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. Ball and Rozier are the guards. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Siakam in at the center, filling out the middle. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Trent from long range. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
We know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Here's Hayward. Oh, and he got fouled on his way out. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps the ball move.
Pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Trent for 3. And the Raptors another 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Trent's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Hayward, the pass to Washington. Over Trent. And it's Washington missing. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wing shot on the way. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Trent.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Hayward. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Trent, pass to Anunoby. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hayward outside. Inside. Here's Plumlee. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Van Vliet's got his second bucket on the night.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Rozier with it. Siakam covering. Rozier can't get it to go. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And not many teams have a solid piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. When you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition, to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here's Van Vliet. Give him 8. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a light show.
Time call here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace.
So both both teams making some changes here. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. Second, Mason Plumlee.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. There's Ball with a three. Not going to go that time.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Trent from long range. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, you think about the 2021 sign and trade of Kyle Lowry over to Miami. That truly was the signal that Fred VanVleet is the undisputed leader of the Toronto Raptors. It is a role, guys, he has embraced thoroughly.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. It's a 14-point game for Van Vliet. He fully took over point guard duties.
Yeah, his playing time really increased. Van Vliet becoming one of the league leaders, in fact, in minutes, guys. But more than that, Van Vliet's new role has him more vocal, taking on so much responsibility for this organization.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Trent from long range. And the Raptors another three.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Washington. Another shot. Outside McDaniels. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jenny gets it to go.
Assisted by Mason Plumlee.
Rozier against Trent. Pass to Anunoby. From deep. The Hornets pull it in. Right side McDaniels. Off target on the 15-footer. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Raptors. They lead by 18. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
All right, Doris, we're right in the thick of the season, but I got a very important question for you. What do you think of all these alternate uniforms around the league?
Okay, I absolutely love what the NBA has done with this. You know I am a huge fan of the throwbacks, but there's always one team I'm highly anticipating. That's the Miami Heat. Are they coming out with the Miami Vice jersey, and how does it look?
Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Siakam gets the bucket.
Well, Desire, Pascal Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life. You think a little bump in the road is going to stop him?
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
I love it. Making their own luck. You don't want to let off the gas with the lead. Continue to make things happen.
McDaniels, that's good.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Trent for three. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist here tonight.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm. Just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Hayward, he's checked in for McDaniels. The Hornets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Hayward. Here's Washington. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
It would seem to me with P.J. Washington, basketball was ingrained in his DNA. Why? Each of his parents' guys played Division I basketball.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to play in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts. Brian, more player movement has been the result."
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. All right, Doris, how has it helped P.J. Washington growing up in a basketball family?
Well, I think if you have two college players, two high-level college players, it automatically means you've got two high-level coaches who can help you develop your skills at a young age. But the other part of this, the mental aspect, is such a huge advantage to have people who've been there and done that.
The first free throw's good.
Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. Trent from long range. And a great assist by Van Vliet. That one goes. Van Vliet's got his 9th assist of the game now. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And there's the lob. Slam. Done by Welclme.
But you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Here's Trent. Driving in. Oh, he goes up high. What a two-handed slam.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've got the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Ball. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Ball. 5 points in the game. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Ball. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
One of the things I love the most about the success of the Toronto Raptors is how much the game of basketball has grown over the 25 years. Let's remember, it was a very lukewarm reception when they first arrived. Well, boy, have they made Toronto a basketball hotbed.
The Raptors have gone 8 for 9 here in the second. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that. Van Vliet's got 17.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ball passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Fellow Ball loves creating for his team. I love the look right there. Just so easy to play with.
And remember, basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. Naismith. And the first ever NBA game, back in 1936, was played here in Toronto.
That's a fact, BA, that I don't think casual fans really know. It took 73 years for the first NBA Finals game to be played in Canada, but basketball has taken root, and boy, you can see and feel the impact of that throughout the NBA.
He drops it from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Good chance here for Ball. Charlotte gets it back. Washington inside. Achua's there. Washington's shot is good.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here's Trent. Good. And Van Fleet gets the assist. Jets got 33 points.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
They get the rebound. Plumlee. Achua with some nice D.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The three from Ball. Gets the three to fall. Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of turning three-point opportunities.
And so is Toronto, holding a massive 34-point lead to win the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here.
From the get-go, it was Toronto coming out strong. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. And while they did give up the lead a couple times, they dominated enough of the first quarter to end up well ahead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they went downtown and threw a party. We were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks. And it's a blowout right now.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be gripping into the defense left. He really takes some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so in the game for the Hornets, Ball and Rozier are the guards. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Rozier with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooter.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
The three from Ball. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Now here's Ball. 13 points in the game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to be Ball shooting. That one on Barnes. Benton, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Hornets making a change here as well. McDaniels checked in. And the bucket is good. Siakam's got 11 points.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Plumlee, no good. Toronto has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Barnes passes to VanVleet. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got his 6th assist of the night. You know, in baseball, Graham, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all. That's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Here's Hayward. The Raptors making their last shot. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his 3rd foul so far. So for the Hornets, Richards comes in for Plumlee. And Williams is subbed in for Hayward. Goes up off the inbound. Tries again. And the layup is good.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from VanVleet. Siakam's got 10 points in just the second half.
Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
Now here's Siakam. 15 points in the game. The 3 from Barnes, and the 3-pointer goes. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
They are uncautious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everything.
Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a huge market like Chicago, in a market like Charlotte, it's much smaller. It's a bigger challenge to attract marquee talent. But I would say this, they've got some exciting young talent around them. You begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
And to look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
But they've also been scoring on the break, with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to Rozier. The 3. Goes back up. Here's Richards. And it's rejected. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball. The Raptors making a switch here. Flynn's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Martin's checked in. Throws it up high.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Barnes against McDaniels. 3-pointer, VanVleet. It's good. And get the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Ball. It's deflected. And so it's Toronto making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Thaddeus Young out there with Juan Hernan Gomez. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Malachi Flynn. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Yeah, this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. And again for 3. And he's really launching it from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Smith, deflected. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Flynn. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Yep, that one goes. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Can't get it to drop. And Charlotte going the other way now. Martin outside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there. Showing all the skill. And the basket by VanVleet.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And it's stolen by VanVleet. The 3. Hornets with the rebound. Martin outside. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
The Hornets have gotten 4 or 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Here's Richards. It's tipped. Young against Williams. Oh, from deep. Young misses. And for Charlotte, they're shooting only 42%. Here's Martin. Got it. Good job in the low post. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Richards. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Flynn. And the Raptors, another 3.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. It's a three-pointer.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Pass to Martin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game.
NBA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Fred VanVleet.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Here's Book Night. Martin with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. They get it back. Thor. Birds with some nice D. And here are the Raptors now. They're on a 16-6 run. Drills it from deep.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Yep, that one goes. Outside Young. Pass to Van Vliet from deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Smith to the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have...
Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Pass to Ben. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.